Hello! Today I'm starting a series of videos because I talk too much on affordable makeup, and this is not that kind of compromise, oh it's good for the price makeup. This is good makeup regardless of the price that happens to be affordable, either from drugstore or supermarket brands or from stores like Kiko, NYX. These products are tried and tested by me. These are my personal favorites. You will end up with a complete kit that you can buy from affordable brands, I hope. And these are my suggestions. Of course, there are plenty of things that I want to try out. There's a whole world of products that I haven't tried that may be as good or even better than these. But this is what I have today to show you. I'm going to favor products that have testers available. It's not that other brands don't do good things, it's just that it's kind of fiddly when you can't test stuff out, especially foundations, which is what we're starting with. Keep in mind that I really like medium coverage foundations. I'm not a big fan of sheer or light coverage foundations, just because I feel that the more you layer up a sheer foundation or a light coverage foundation, the more it will be noticeable on the skin. So I prefer to start with a medium coverage foundation that you can sheer out or build up a little bit to get more coverage. So the first one I have here to show you is the Bourjois Healthy Mix. I've loved this one for decades. It's a really staple in my kit or in my collection. This has medium coverage, kind of a satiny finish. It has that kind of elasticity that I really love in a foundation. And it stays on really nicely on the skin for a long time. There's a version for dry skin types, which is the Healthy Mix Serum, if you're interested. Downside of most of these brands, but especially for Bourjois, this only comes in 4 shades within the lighter range. Amazing foundation nonetheless. Another foundation that I really love, Infallible Pro Matte or 24-hour matte, or it depends on wherever you buy it, but it's the L'Oreal matte long wearing foundation. Matte, yes, but not flat, and it doesn't cling on to any dry patches or weird bumps that I may have on my face. It still has a bit of that elasticity to it. It is really full coverage. So it's a beautiful foundation. I break out from it sometimes. I don't know what it is, but most people get along with this one, and it's a really overall amazing foundation. This one doesn't have testers. You can't find it here in Portugal, but if you can match yourself online to it, it is sold at Beauty Bay, and it's the MILANI Conceal and Perfect foundation. This is amazing. Again, it has that elasticity to it. It's a creamy foundation when applied to the skin. It sets onto the skin really beautifully. It lasts a long time. You can use it, build it up as a concealer. I adore this foundation. It's a really recent find, and I will do an up close and personal for you about it if you want to know more. But I am really enjoying this one. So these are my 3 favorite foundations. 2 that are very similar to the Bourjois Healthy Mix one is the Rimmel Match Perfection, which is a little bit more matte, and this one is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. Both really good foundations. Downside, you can't get testers, and they're a little bit too expensive, at least here in Portugal, for me to take the plunge without the tester. So, foundation's done. Let's carry on to the concealers, or concealer in this case. Because I use medium to high coverage foundations, I can use them to cover up blemishes on my face. I haven't found, but as I said, I haven't tried enough full coverage concealers of this new age, so I can't speak too much about them. But for under the eyes and for brightening darker areas, even dark spots from discoloration, acne, you know, the scars, and for brightening underneath your eyes and hiding dark circles, this is the one. This is the Maybelline, I think it's the Age Rewind. As you can see, this has been really loved because it's going downhill. The packaging is all battered, but this is amazing. It's really fluid underneath the eyes, but it does not crease, which is very important because I have fine lines. It's really brightening without being fake. You never notice it on the skin unless you powder it. So if you have drier skin, I wouldn't say you need to powder it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful concealer, and it's one of my overall favorite concealers. No matter how high and low end I go, I always have one of these with me. Let's jump on to powders, just because. I have pressed powder and a loose powder. If you're into pressed powders, and these are great to carry around with you in your makeup bag, the Catrice Multicolor Compact Powder is a hidden gem from the drugstores. This is a beautiful powder. It's super finely milled and it disappears onto your skin, but it gives that kind of blurred effect without balling up on your skin, without creating dry patches, without clinging on to any dryness. It's a beautiful powder, super inexpensive. The other one, if you are really oily, this is my holy grail. This is from INGLOT, and it's their Stage Sport Studio Mattifying Loose Powder. This one is in number 32. It comes in several different colors. I like these more yellowy ones because I have a yellow undertone and I like to correct the redness on my skin. And it's a loose powder that absorbs any kind of oil on your skin. It sets your makeup in place. The only thing I would say, don't use this for baking. It's too noticeable if you apply a big amount of product. And the other thing is that this kind of oxidizes your foundation. So test it out in store before you choose your color, and be aware that this may oxidize your foundation. It makes it a little bit darker. I wouldn't advise this one for dry skins though, because it is the bomb. Let's carry on to contour, and I have one product to contour with. This is the Maybelline Master Sculpt. The highlighter is shit, but the contour is beautiful. You can find this in 2 or 3 colors, which is great, and I use this very frequently. It's an amazing powder, and because it's a harder, not in a harsh way, but it's a drier formula, it is very difficult to go overboard with this product, which is great for beginners. So you can apply it a little bit more liberally because you will need a little bit more product to get where you want. So it's a beautiful, beautiful product. When it comes to highlighters though, I have 2 major choices. This is the Gosh LUMI drops. Nobody talks about this. We can find these here in some pharmacies. And these are very similar to the, not exactly the same. These are very similar to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfected liquids. And they come in several colors also. This one is number 2, vanilla, and you can use them as a liquid highlighter. You can mix them with your foundation to give an all-over glow. These are perfect. This little dropper will last me forever. It has 15 mils, and you just need the teeniest amount to give a sheeny highlight to your skin. No glitter involved. When it comes to powder though, the Catrice highlighting powder, this comes in 2 shades. This is the more beigey champagne one, and there's one more pinky rosy, which is a good blush topper. But this one as a highlighter is beautiful, and I also use this one very frequently as an eyeshadow. It just gives a beautiful sheen to the skin. Let me see, yeah. It gives a beautiful sheen to the skin. Again, no loose glitter, it's sheeny. It's beautiful because it's sheeny. Next, bronzer. Rimmel Natural Bronzer. It's my favorite pick. Here in Portugal, Rimmel is stupidly expensive compared to how affordable it is abroad, but you can always order this online through Feel Unique. And I have mine in number 22 Sun Bronze. I love this one. It's waterproof, so it's really resistant on the skin. It gives that warmness to the skin without being too orangey or too red. Really enjoyed it, and I quite like the scent. It smells a bit of old school SPF, I would say. Really like it. If you're looking for something kind of an all-in-one product, the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. This is really useful. You have 2 highlighters on each end, then you have 2 powders, kind of illuminating or brightening powders. One is more yellow tone, the other one is whiter. These are quite pearlescent, the highlighters. And then you have several bronzing or contouring shades depending on your skin tone down here. The NYX Strobe of Genius palette, if you like to play with highlighters or if you're looking for highlighters for deeper skin tones, I would give this one a try. The only shitty product in here is this gold hair, which is nasty, but the other ones are really beautiful. They have a bit more of a shimmery finish to the skin, but still really nice. Getting on to the last one when it comes to skin and base, let's talk about blushes. I have several choices here. When we're talking about cream blushes, if you can get your hands on the Bourjois cream blush little pots, this one has been really loved. These are great. Again, you can't go overboard with these without really wanting to, and they're really easy to apply. You can use your fingers and blend them out. They don't get patchy on your skin, which is a huge plus. When it comes to powder blushes, I have several choices here. Let me talk to you about my favorite. It's a Max Factor Cream Puff blushes. Yeah, this one is number 10, Nude Mauve. And they have several colors. You can buy these online through Look Fantastic, here in Portugal of course, and I adore these blushes. They have a beautiful color payoff. They add a little bit of a sheen to the skin without being glittery. Of course, if you have a lot of texture on your cheeks, be careful, but the formula on these is amazing, and the pigmentation on the darker colors, poof, whoa, stupidly affordable. Essence Silky Touch blushes. These colors, which are more neutral, earth toned, these are beautiful on the skin. These blushes cost €3, I think. So you can buy one of each color without too much of a guilt. And they last pretty well. They blend beautifully onto the skin. Nothing bad to say about them. The brighter colors can get a little bit patchy. So go for the earthy tones. Another really good, reliable blush is the H&M one. You've seen me talk about these when I did an H&M kind of review several months ago, maybe a year ago, I don't know. These blushes are beautiful, again, blend really well, stay on the skin for a fair amount of time. Nothing bad to say about them. Again, good choice. Last but not least, for the array of amazing, bright colors that sometimes we want, NYX. I have the HD blushes. They have other blushes that I haven't tried, but these are really good. The lighter colors don't show up on medium skins, but the brighter colors show up on any kind of skin. You have to have quite a light hand with these because they are very pigmented. Yeah, I think this is it. Look at me. 4 minutes to spare on my card, and I finished with the base and face color products. Really happy with myself. Tap on the back. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope you like my little selection, and I'm going to kill that dog one of these days, and I love dogs. If you have any products that you think I really need to try, let me know in the comments below. subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!